What's good, YouTube fam? All right, I'm coming at y'all with a quick video. It was a request by hjestrella, I believe. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if it's a he or she. But anyway, they asked me to talk about how I deal with stress with nursing school, organization as far as nursing school goes, and yeah, and how I get the grades that I get. For organization, how I organize my folders, there is a video that you can watch that I've uploaded already on how to organize my folders. And I believe there's some study tips, and I did a video, I believe, also on some study tips that I do use. But the most important thing that I can say is know yourself. Like, know what you're capable of doing and what you're capable of not doing. What I mean by that is that all study tips that people give you on YouTube or whatever are not going to work for you. Prime example, for me, I know some people that will sit there, read the whole chapter read the whole chapter, outline the whole chapter, and study for that. Well, that may not work for me. That doesn't work for me. I would just say that now. That doesn't work for me. And every nursing school is different. For me, the nursing school that I go to, or the university I go to, the nursing program, they give you 3 or 4 chapters a night. I can't read and outline the whole all those chapters. So what I do is I read it, and I'll highlight or make a flashcard of what I think is testable, and I use like the test that I had prior to, how they test. Okay, this is a testable subject, and I write a flashcard on that, so I make sure I remember it. And my flashcards are not written as far as like, this is, like a definition, then, like a word, then a definition on back. My flashcards are written in rationales. So I understand the concept of it, the rationale of it, why we're doing this, why it works, and blase blase. So that's what works for me. I do have a test tomorrow. Holy moly. It's over a lot of material, so no sleep for me tonight. But yeah, so that's what works for me. Just skim the chapter, looking at all the diagrams and things like that. Making flashcards that are rationale based and not just, by definition, but more based on rationale, why we're doing it, and things like that. Also, he or she, because I don't know if it's a girl or guy, asked me if I would talk about stress, how to relieve, some of my stress. Well, nursing school does take up a lot of your time. It does. It takes up a ridiculous amount of time. I don't want to say ridiculous, because you do need to know this information, but it does take up quite a bit of time. And when I want to relieve stress, or I feel like I'm stressed, I take a break. If I've read a chapter and an hour or a half hour or so has passed and I don't even know what I've read, I'm not retaining the information. I'm pretty much at that point, I'm wasting my time. So I'll take a break from it, do something else, and come and go back to it. And you have to do that, because it's not, you just sometimes just have those moments where you're just not into it, and it happens. It's life. It's just how just school does that to you sometimes. So I'll take a break from it. But once again, know yourself, know what you can do and what you can't do. For me, a stress reliever, I love to read. I am a huge reader. I could read 3 or 4 books a day. I will read all day if I had my choice. But once again, know thyself. For me, books are kryptonite. That's my kryptonite. I will get, like, if I start reading a book, I'll get another book and another book and another book. And then the next thing I know, all I'm reading is the books that I want to read and not the books that I need to be reading for school. So knowing that that's my kryptonite, I know myself. If I want to release some stress, I'll buy a book, and I have to time myself. Okay, that's it. I'll read for this amount of time and then I'm done. If I'm not finished with the book, oh well, it gets put up. My Kindle gets put up. It gets, turned off and put up. And so, but that's how I relieve my stress. That's how I relieve my stress. Like I said, you have to know yourself. You have to know what you like, what your kryptonite, because you don't want to get caught up in just doing what you want to do and not doing what you need to do. for school to get the grades that you want to get. So yeah, and I am a firm believer. I've said it in one of my videos before, when I started nursing school, that I am a firm believer. I stand by this saying, this is what I signed up for. I signed up for nursing school. This is what I chose to do. It's time to get on your grind and get it done, which means this is what you signed up for. This is the work that goes along with what you signed up for. Get it done. Regardless, you'll lose sleep. Oh well, you signed up for it. You'll be stressed. You signed up for it. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be hectic. You're gonna feel like you have no life. You know what? That's all right. This is what you signed up for. Get it. Time to get on your grind and get it done. That is my saying to myself when I feel like, I'm over it. I'm so done with school. I just, whatever. I don't feel like doing it no more. But that's what I say to myself. You signed up for this. Let's get it done. Latoya, just get on our grind and let's get it done. Let's get into these books, do what we have to do to get the degree that we want to get, and let's keep it moving. And another thing that helps me is that I see myself already as a nurse. You can't go where you don't see yourself. You're walking blind. But I already see myself there, working as a nurse, working as a CRNA. That's what I want to become. So I see myself there. So with me seeing myself there and envisioning myself there, I'm just right now walking through the steps and the process of getting there. So, and I understand that. It is stressful, I just, got to count down the days and, take it a week at a time, take it a day at a time, take it one test at a time, one check off at a time, because it does get stressful. It does get hectic. It gets crazy. It's all this information that you have to know. And, just to pace yourself, this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to get through this today. I'm going to, write my flashcards, write my outline, whatever works for you and whatnot. And then this is what I'll get done tomorrow. I'll worry about what I need to get done tomorrow. So, yeah, that's pretty much the best advice I can give to you. If you want to know about organization, check my folder, my how I organize my binder vlog, because I did a vlog on that, on how I organize myself. And I'm always moving ahead. Like if I can get something done that's already posted, I'll get that done now. That way I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, know yourself, know what works for you. Everybody in nursing school is not a genius. Everybody that's made it to clinicals are not geniuses. They don't just grasp information and then know it straight off the bat. You need to know yourself. If you can't read something and retain it, then if that works for somebody else and that doesn't work for you, don't do that. Do what you know works for you. Whatever you can do to get the information, by all means, get the information, retain it, and be able to pass your tests, pass your classes with flying colors. You know what I mean? And a C is a pass. You know what I'm saying? I've heard this so many times that a C is an A in nursing school. And I see, why they say that. Because regardless, if you pass with an 84 or a 77, you pass that class. It doesn't even matter. You moved on. You might need to refresh yourself so you know the information better, but it's done. You've passed. So, nursing school is hard for a reason. It is what it is. It's hard for a reason. It's tough. It's time consuming. It is what it is. So, tell yourself, this is what I signed up for. I chose to do this. This is my goal and my plan in life. It's time to suck it up, get on the grind, and put in the work and get it done. That's, you got to do what you got to do. If you see yourself as a nurse, these are the steps that you take to become that. That's why they say I earned my degree. I didn't get my degree. You earn it. And if you're in clinicals, you're earning something right now and you feel it. And that's why when you get your diploma, you feel, you're so proud of yourself. And because you earned that, so that's the best advice I can give you. That's how I study. I read chapters. I'll write flashcards, rationale based on what I know would be testable, what I know I would test on. And I just remember, the last test that you took, think about it. How did they test? What was the information that they tested on? Was it information that you thought would be testable, or that you didn't think would be testable? And keep that in mind when you do look over your chapters. So you can be looking for those things. Oh, that's testable. Oh, I would test for that. I can see that on the test. And write you a flashcard, or write you a note, or highlight, or whatever works best for you. Everybody studies in different manners, in different ways. And what works for me may not work for you. I study differently. I'm sorry, I had to swallow. I study differently for my nursing class that I do for my A&P class. I don't have to worry about A&P. I just don't. A&P gets no play for me. I don't study for A&P. I look over A&P information, but I don't invest a lot of time in it. I invest most of my time in my nursing class because it requires so much out of me. But I have an A in A&P. That's because I'm able to retain that information. I remember from my last A&P classes, because I'm in A&P 3, I remember from my last A&P classes, the basics or the background of the information I'm learning right now. It may be in more depth, but because I have that foundation of information, I'm able to at least have some type of understanding of it. Sorry, that was my phone. But I'm at least able to have some type of understanding of what I'm learning. So I don't really have to put very much time in A&P. Now, that's what works for me. May not work for everybody. So if it doesn't work for you, if you don't retain information like that, or able to skim over something or read something a couple times and retain it, then don't do that. Do what you know works for you. And that's really the best advice I can give. Know yourself, know what you can do, know what you're capable of, know what works for you, and you'll be all right. You'll come out on top. So as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will be coming back with another video on my my grade for, because I had 2 quizzes today. I had an A&P quiz, which I believe I got like a 90-something out of it. And I had an A&P lecture quiz. Like I said, I think I got a 90-something. An A&P lab quiz, and I believe I got a 90-something. And I'll let you know the grades for that. I also have a nursing exam tomorrow, my 2nd nursing exam, and I'll let you know my grade from that. That's why I said I'm not getting any sleep tonight, because I will be studying for that test. I refuse to bomb that test. It's part of nursing school, you know. This is what I signed up for. I'd say if I don't get no sleep for a week, I will pass my class. I will not just skim by. I will pass that class with a decent grade. So I will be up tonight in them books, you know, so I can get that good old B or A. I got an 84 last exam. I want to do the same, 84 or better. It makes no sense to go to get a lesser grade than what I already did. When I know what I'm capable of. I'm capable of 84 from a nursing clinical exam. I'm definitely capable of something the same grade or something higher. So like I said, I'll keep you guys posted. I'll definitely do another video today. Not today, but for this week. And I'll do a video also telling you about my first agency visit with my client. I'll probably be calling my client on, I believe I'm supposed to call them on Wednesday. So I'm super excited, super psyched, super stressed. But that's life. Life of a nursing student. It is what it is. But once again, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys. And I hope this video helps.